And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Lore Marques Gaming. This is episode 126 of Elder Scrolls Online, Tamriel Unlimited. We're playing the new High Isle DLC. We're going to be role-playing here with good old space cowboy, country boy Hickory Blackwood at your service. I am a space ranger and a space cowboy doing jobs here in Tamriel, investigating what's going on here with the missing leaders of the Covenant and the Aldmeri Dominion and the Pact.
Yep, the three delegates that are missing. They couldn't handle it on their own, so they hired a space cowboy to do it. How about that?
A ranger, to be precise.
Ranger.
And what is a ranger? I'm not talking about home on the range. No, this is not Farming Simulator. We are talking about like a Texas Ranger, a high-ranking officer. He is part of the Spacers Guild, a race of people that's highly advanced. They go out to the rim, they terraform planets. They've seen about every alien race you can think of. This is just another alien race planet to them. So yeah, he's like space police. Think of the Mandalorian mixed in with Star Trek and Star Wars, and every single sci-fi space movie put in. A good example would be
so much better than reading.
The Expanse,
the TV
Firefly.
series Firefly, the movie extension of Firefly and Serenity. That's what Hicks is. He is a space police of the Spacers Guild. His job to make sure the colonies are safe and this ain't good. Water flask.
His water flask. Why would she abandon it? Oh no, they're all crumbled. She fell. She's down there.
Maybe, maybe not.
I don't think she fell.
Yep, she fell. I see a body. Because that's what we're playing. It's going to be confusing for most of you, but that's okay. Just watch for entertainment. You get it eventually. Wait, she's up.
Peter, we're leaving while you're still in one.
Oh my god, she's not dead.
See that large vent? We're not leaving without the scoria around it.
I've seen souls less stubborn than you. I'll talk some sense into this idiot before I do something I'll regret.
If I knew someone like you would actually pass our way, I might have reconsidered coming here alone, eh? Then again, maybe not. Our life isn't what I promised, Emissaries. I'm going to change that, no matter the danger.
What happened to you? You okay, lass? These bandages?
I was resting on that outcropping out there when the rock fell out from under me. The Emissaries will probably drag me to a healer. She's not going to stop talking about how she knew this cave was dangerous. It's really annoying when she's right.
Is she right about you being too stubborn to leave without all the scoria?
I am not. There may be a chance that Emissaries is right. But our life together hinges on this job. The lack of coins in our purses is already damaging our marriage. Please, say you'll get those scoria.
Money isn't everything, lass, but I'll get the scoria.
I don't understand how lack of coin is ruining your marriage, but okay.
Thank you.
No.
The Emissaries trusts you. I'm putting the hopes of our happiness in your hands.
What?
With any luck, the only thing I'm going to regret today is falling off that rock.
Yep.
Come on, let's get you out of here before you manage to get more burns.
I'll take care of this. Anyways, the outfit he's wearing, if you look at the Mandalorian, like the Mandalorians have like the helmet, the battle gear. Space Rangers have this kind of Spartan-like Mandalorian battle gear. You know this is a medieval game, but we're playing it as space, so.
That's when you use your imagination, people, and that's what it's there for.
Before we leave here, I have a bounty on a creature that's supposed to be around here.
You got a bounty on someone's head. Actually, why isn't there something here?
There should be a boss around here. Should be here. Everyone's waiting, so I'm wondering.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Doesn't make any damn sense, does it?
Am I in trouble? Sorry, I just always assume.
No, you're not in trouble.
No, what if she says that? Am I in trouble?
Little one, you are a ranger in training.
How could you? Never mind. I'm not even gonna bother. There. That was the monster on the paper.
That is the one I was hunting on the bounty.
He got his head. Great. The hell?
Check this out.
Yeah. He uses his dagger? Oh, cute.
Guess I'm done here.
We're done here.
Again?
Big mistake.
All done.
All right. That is a lot of fun to play.
Space Ranger, yeah.
It is. I like
Shit.
it. Oh shit.
Just walked out and fell off the
I've
cliff.
been waiting to
Boy,
try
it's
to
such a
spell
short little damn.
Well, I'm playing that's his caster.
Yeah.
Staff weapon, like a star staff.
No, Princess here is a
Inquisitor.
inquisitor from the Empire. She actually works for
She
the
actually has a
Empire.
star staff.
Well then, here we all are. Somewhat home, largely hale, decidedly alive. Do you have the scoria?
Yes, we retrieved it. Then after the
I don't know how
of
to
it.
properly thank you. Terranoi's alive because of you.
Yeah.
We have more scoria than our client wants. Take this. It's all I can spare now that Terranoi is injured.
I hope she gets better. I can leave you some herbs to help her.
Take care. This archipelago is dangerous. My wife and I witnessed that for ourselves.
What will you do now?
Terranoi's wounds need tending to, and I could use something to calm me down. After that, someone needs to sort the scoria, set up camp, and gather our provisions for the night.
How bad are Terranoia's wounds?
She'll live, but healing takes time. Who knows how long we'll stay here. I plan on getting a ship back to Somerset as soon as possible. This archipelago is beautiful, but nothing compares to the Shining Isle.
Will your client wait that long?
He'll have to. No one else is desperate enough to come here and collect Vokesh scoria. Besides, our health matters more than his good opinion of us. We'll wait for Terranoi to recover before we head out.
Glad we could be of service.
Very well.
Terranoi, what were you thinking? You could have died.
I know I worried you, but I'm fine, see? I just need to rest up a bit.
You got lucky. How do I know you won't run headlong into danger the next time we have a job?
Don't worry, I learned my lesson. Next time I'll look where I'm walking.
Reckless.
Ember. And her Ember is a future Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Right now, she might be a little more Sith that she's training
More
to
Sith,
become into a Inquisitor. That's the ranking system.
Yeah.
You actually want to become an Inquisitor. You don't want to stay more Sith forever. That's like an initiate ranking. Yes, ma'am. Even though we can't find the area, I think I found I covered that somehow. And even worse than this, but the potatoes are coming in super fast.
Potatoes are coming super fast over there.
Yeah, potatoes grow great there.
Where is potato country?
True.
supposed to be on there?
What, honey?
Isn't that supposed to be on those tins unit things?
Oh. Sorry. Just,
You have to do it now.
oh, no, I don't know. They say to not reuse them once you use them. I think you throw them away.
I know where you get more of them.
I got a whole pouch of them, but eventually they'll be gone. I have a whole pouch here of them. But I'll keep them because they'll still stick. And I'll just put that there. Because I'm just that way. Oh.
North wall.
Well, this was a very, very...
You're missing two. Hidden in the rocks above Gerald's Cove and on the ground. The cell shadow of the Flag's Castle north wall. Increase the value of fenced items. You get that a lot too.
That would be awfully good to have.
There's All Flags Island. So about All Flags Island is supposed to have a thing on it.
We have never been there, have we? Have you even been on there?
Guess we'll find out. I've
No.
got a whole long bounty list of baddies in this whole entire world, so.
It seems like this is all where they came. I mean, just put the coordinates in. Yeah, we were here during the
Yep.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Well, honey, we got ourselves some gold and a large shipment of copper measures.
Oh, bother. bother.
Mr. Stibbins.
Oh, bother. Milady's gotten herself into terrible trouble.
Stibbins!
How can I help you, sir?
Oh, what a fortuitous turn of fortune. Once again, you appear when Lady Laurent and I need you most. You see, I find myself in something of a pickle and could use a modicum of assistance. Tell me, friend, how good are you at breaking ancient curses?
Ancient curses?
Well, I do have a Sith Inquisitor here. She might be good at breaking curses.
I am.
Positive few.
I think you better explain. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Milady always says I misplaced my head if it wasn't attached. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, the curse.
Mm-hmm.
My mistress, Lady Laurent, was hired to help prepare this site for some important meeting or another. Then disaster struck.
What sort of disaster?
Yeah.
Well, usually I'm the one who stumbles into trouble, but this time Milady found the old chest. It was so unlike her to open it herself, and that's when she activated the curse. I'd gladly give you my annual stipend if you help me save Lady Laurent.
She's a pompous ass, but... Yes,
You said stipend? Well, I am a ranger. I am a bounty hunter for hire, so I'll help you save Lady Laurent.
Oh, thank you. You've lifted a great weight off my shoulders. Come along. Lady Laurent is along the southern coast. Do prepare yourself. The curses made Milady a different person. Literally. She's been possessed by an ancient sea captain.
Kind of like you, who's been replaced, possessed by an ancient Sith Lord.
True.
Yeah, we help you. We know who you really are, Stibbins, but fortunately, you're not wanted. Tell me about this curse, Stibbins.
Yes.
Well, I'm far from an expert in such matters, but
I'm
it
sure you
started
are.
as soon as Milady opened that old chest. Lady Laurent immediately changed and started acting like an ancient sea captain. She's certainly not her usual demanding self.
Why do you think Lady Laurent's possessed by an ancient sea captain?
Because as soon as she opened the old chest, her posture changed. She started to swear like a sailor. Claimed she was the captain of a great sailing vessel and ordered me around like a lowly deckhand. It was even more degrading than usual.
And why do you think this is related to a curse? I'm sorry.
Mostly because the sea captain rambled about the curse of the islet and the curse that binds his spirit, etc., etc. Made the hair on my neck stand on end. To think there's someone in there with Milady. Oh, it's very troublesome.
Let's see. It is good to see you, though, again, Stibbins. How are you doing?
That's good to
And
see.
you as well, my friend. I just wish that one of your visits didn't involve the imminent demise of either me or my honored employer.
Agreed.
Lady Laurent will be happy to see you, especially if you manage to remove the captain's spirit from her body.
What can you tell me about the sea captain?
Not very much, I'm afraid. He's boisterous, confident, and rather bawdy, if I'm being honest. I detest him, and I can't abide such a depraved individual taking up residence in my mistress. It's unseemly. Come along, and you'll see for yourself.
Why don't you tell us more about this island?
Technically, it's an islet. All Flags Islet, to be precise. It has some historical significance, but that's more Milady's area of expertise than mine. I believe it used to be some sort of monument or museum.
What do you mean by a monument or museum?
Yeah.
Just that. I noticed a lot of historical plaques scattered about. They talk about the All Flags Navy, which I think was rather famous in its day. The Society of the Steadfast hired Lady Laurent to preserve the site prior to their big meeting.
Good meeting.
The upcoming peace talks?
Oh, I'm just a meager, put-upon manservant. I wouldn't know anything about such monumental events. Well, I may have heard a mention or two, so yes, I suppose ending the Three Banners War is the purpose of the big meeting, but confidentially speaking.
Of course. So what exactly are you and Lady Laurent doing here in the first place?
Lady Laurent was hired to preserve any items and structures of historical import and make the islet safe for the upcoming meeting. They knew they had a problem with undead, but they never mentioned anything about an ancient curse.
Well, you know what? Let's go see this ancient sea captain.
This sounds fun.
Yeah, it sounds like right up my alley. I am curious about this.
Alex walking with his...
And there's the lady down there.
You opened my old hope chest? Oh, that's not good.
Lady Clarice Laurent. I'm Lady... No, I am someone else.
Captain? Is that you in there, my love?
Ah, first a curse and now a ghost. Oh, talk to Lady Laurent, please. I'm much too upset for rational discourse.
Hang on.
Hey, just hang on for a minute. I find this amusing.
Oh, cruel fate. The curse of Monument Islet has claimed another poor soul.
What do you know about the curse? Spirit?
Spirit?
I fear I cannot tell you much.
Why?
The curse has something to do with forgetfulness and plays havoc with the memories of all it touches, including me.
You know who you are?
I remember a little. My name is Jan Emery. I know I've been waiting a very long time for my love to return to me. That sounded like him. Inside that noble lady.
Does your love happen to be a sea captain?
I think so. Oh, why is it so hard to remember anything? Damn this curse. It puts me all out of sorts. Please, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It upsets me so.
Maybe so, but no one needs some information.
Wait a minute. Makes it make it harder.
Darling Jan, seeing you makes my loins stir and my... Ow!
Excuse me?
Lorient, are you alright?
Oh, get out of my head!
This couldn't happen to a better woman.
Nope.
Lady Laurent, is that you?
What a ridiculous question.
Well, I'm asking?
Wait, I know you.
Yes, you do.
Stibbins found you? Finally did something right for a change. Good. You can help me break the curse. I seem to have unleashed it when I opened this chest.
Why are you talking so strangely?
It's the sea captain.
The sea captain.
Stibbins and I were exploring when I spotted this hope chest partially buried in the sand. I usually let my manservant deal with such things,
Of
but
course.
for some reason, I felt compelled to open it. That's when...
When what?
I remember my ship, a proud vessel, and my valiant crew. There was a storm, I think, but I can't remember my name. Interesting. My body didn't have quite this many tempting curves the last time I checked.
Who am I talking to?
She does have a lot of tempting curves, don't she?
This couldn't happen to a better person. Who am I talking
I think we'll
to?
find the captain over there someplace, probably masturbating, putting fingers in different kind of holes and orifices, and playing with hard nipples and big boobs, and completely fascinated. So he'll probably be harmless as he masturbates with
I should
her
just
body.
walk away and just leave this.
I think we should get back to popcorn and watch the entertainment. This could be funny as hell.
I do have popcorn.
But I am a ranger. It is my duty to help citizens.
Yes, but we know her and she's...
All right, who am I talking to?
Why, I'm Captain...
Captain?
Captain...
Captain?
Kinnereth's R sits right on the tip of my tongue. Well, never mind that. Come, Jan. We must hither to the big tree. I promised to meet you there, and now that I have a body, nothing can stop me.
The big tree?
Oh dear! Follow Lady Laurent. She's in no condition to wander off on her own.
I think everything's just fine,
I think
Stevens.
this is going to be great.
I think she deserves everything she's getting.
I'm coming with you.
Thank you. Oh yes, you know what? You're actually the innocent part of all this.
I just want to watch.
Hicks! Hickory!
Hey, I'm not biased. I'm into
Be gone,
lesbian
brother.
action.
I plan to dock. with my
Hickory?
lady love, And this
No,
boat has
technically
no
it's a
need
guy
of
in another
her
girl's body, so I'm not sure how that works
Brother?
out.
Oh my god, Hickory.
Or, lady, you're confused.
Oh, there you are, my turtle dove. Come to me, my darling. I've missed you so.
The ghost woman. She's inside you, friend. The captain thinks you're her. Talk to my
Excuse
lady
me?
and play along. See
What?
what you can learn.
Oh, hell no.
What?
The ancient sea captain has brought you and I into his fancies. He thinks I'm his brother, and he's given you the role of his long-lost love. I suppose her ghost did flow into you. Talk to my lady and play along. Try to learn more about this curse.
Do I have to?
God damn it, Stibbins.
Fine. But I made one hell of an ugly chip.
Ah, fair Jan. How I've longed to hold you close again. You were never far from my thoughts, even while I sailed across the stormy seas. And here I am, just as I promised, back from the war for an intimate rendezvous under our favorite tree.
Princess, I don't even have the voice or the will to try to pretend to be a girl, so take over this, will you?
You fought in the war.
You tease me, my little Rexon. You know I am a captain in the magnificent All-Flags Navy, perhaps the best in the entire fleet. Ah, but I do enjoy our little amusements. What game are we playing this time, pray tell?
No game. Just trying to remember. It's been gone. You've been gone so long.
Alas, that is the nature of war, my dearest. Those Sloan are terrible creatures. But know this! Every time I set sail, I do it for you. I cannot abide another day with my love in dire peril from the threat of Thras's monsters.
And what should I call you, my darling?
Now I know you jest, my sweet. To my crew, I am captain. But to you, I am... Ow! 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 Ow!
Lady Lorien.
Lady Lorien.
Really?
Are we back?
Are you back now?
Ah! Get out! Oh, yes, it's me. At least for the moment. Take my useless manservant and go to the lighthouse. The plaques there tell the story of the All Flags Navy. Maybe they contain a clue as to how to break this damn curse.
We'll go and see what we can learn at the lighthouse.
Off with you. Take Stibbins and investigate the lighthouse. I'll be along in a moment. I need to compose myself. It's clear that this randy sea captain has strong feelings for the ghost that's inside you. Maybe we can use that. Let me ponder.
Why isn't Jane's ghost trying to control me the way the sea captain is controlling you?
No idea.
Uh-huh.
But I could see her inside you while the captain was at the helm, as it were. She was giving me, him, the puppy dog eyes. Very disconcerting. Anyway, to the lighthouse. It's clear this is somehow tied to the All Flags Navy.
What can you tell me about the All Flags Navy?
Yes.
You do realize it's taking everything I have to keep that foul-mouthed, lascivious sea captain at bay. Go read the plaques and learn the history for yourself. Or maybe you can get that ghost inside you to help. I'll be along shortly.
Right. Don't do anything that I would probably do with a body like yours.
Oh, yes, the lighthouse. It's full of historical information. What a good idea, milady.
Couldn't have happened to a better person.
Good night.
Sorry. It's the truth.
This is funny as hell.
Uh-huh. This is hilarious. What does it say?
Leading up to the Sultan of Ptah, software was restored and turned into a museum as part of the memorial to the memory of All Flags Navy.
Examine the historical plaques and see what you make of them.
Ah, the old lighthouse. I remember it well.
A terrible illness ravaged the continent of Tamriel, starting in the year 1E 2200. This deadly sickness, which came to be known as the Thracian Plague, claimed more than half the population before it ran its course. For a good portion of the part of the century, the origin of the plague remained a mystery and a subject of much speculation. At first, it appeared along the southern west shores of the continent, spreading outwardly from Daggerfall, Hagath, Anvil, and Valanesti. Not even the island of the High Elves were safe. And the city of Korgrad on Somerset was devastated by the disease. The plague took a terrible toll that was measured in more than just lost lives. The political ramification of the disease changed the direction of Tamriel. Blackwood was weakened, the population of Iliac Bay was drastically reduced, and the tribes of elsewhere decreased from 16 to a mere 2. When it became evident that the Slowed were responsible for the unprovoked attack, steps were taken to deal with the threat once and for all.
Interesting.
Baron Admiral Bendu Olo. Bendu Olo, the Colombian king of Anvil, devised a bold plan for ending the threat posed by the sea Sloweds of Tharos once and for all. He proposed this creation of a vast fleet made up of ships from every nation. He further proposed that he would step away from his royal duties to personally assemble and command the fleet, which he planned to use to take the battle directly to the Slow, while the exact evidence that convinced Bando Olo and other leaders that the Slow were responsible for the plague was never made public. It was clear by 2230 or so that most of the continent believed in the Slow's guilt. The disease had become known as the Thracian plague. In 2241, the Elysian emperor named is scratched out.
Scratched out.
Can't read it. Finally agreed to fund the effort and commanded Bendu Olo to get started. Olo began by awarding himself the rank of Baron Admiral, then went about gathering the captains who would help him refine his plan and strategies, as well as the shipwrights needed to build the vast fleet he envisioned for the enterprise. It wasn't long before an island in the Emissaries archipelago was selected as the staging ground for what Olo was now called his All Flags Navy. In 2243, Olo and his entourage landed on the island of High Isle and began construction. The dry docks and infrastructure needed to build the fleet and launch it when the time was right.
I remember the Baron Admiral quite well. Excellent leader. I would follow you there.
And I did.
The work underway at High Isle was conducted with such secrecy as possible. In no way did Baron Admiral Badu Olo want to tip their hand to the Slow. The first vessels assigned to the fleet came from existing navies and established patrols around High Isle to safeguard the island. Initially, the Slow ignored the activity around High Island, but as the shipyards edged over closer to completion, minor skirmishes began to spring up in the waters between Tharos and Emissaries. The Slow never launched a massive initiative against the island, so it remains unclear as to whether they never recognized the threat or did not have the forces to strike at the island. The shipyard and docks were completed in 1E 2249. A large fleet of ships from every Tamriel nation were already on hand to defend the island, and those formed the basis of those new designated All Flags Navy. Just as they finished construction on the island facilities and infrastructure, the workers immediately turned their attention to building warships specific to aid in the fleet. The word went out far and wide, calling for volunteers to become sailors, marines, and captains to serve aboard the new vessels. Bendu Olo's dream of a powerful, united fleet to reign justice on the Slow was coming to fruition. Too bad they didn't stick with that, though.
What a sight.
I
When the first
know.
ships of the All Flags Navy sailed into the upgraded harbor, I was aboard one of those vessels, and it was here that I met my lady love.
Between 1E 2249 and 1E 2259, the shipyards worked night and day, turned out a massive number of vessels needed to bolster the All Flags Navy. By 2260, the Armada numbers some 130 ships of various sizes flying under the banners of the Argonians, Bretons, Colovians, Elves, Khajiit, Red Guards, and even freebooters and mercenaries. The same nations also sent thousands of sailors, marines, adventurers, and support personnel in perhaps the greatest allied action in Tamrielic history. The fleet was ready. It was time to unleash Tamriel's instrument of vengeance on the Slow. With the powerful elf mages, Sarabane at his side, Baron Adalbundu also issued the order, and the allied armada sailed out of the High Isle port toward the coral kingdoms of Tharas. From the Basin Sea and into the Sea of Pearls, the fleet sailed, using enchanted lodestones to navigate and keep the numerous ships in formation and on course. When they reached the Thracian archipelago, after sailing through a fierce storm, they found the island surrounded by a dense fog. They appeared on each ship as a magical projection and ordered the fleet to attack the largest tower and lay siege to its coral tower. Many ships were lost, but the Slow paid the price of unleashing their dastardly plague upon Tamriel. Baron Abel Badu Polo led the surviving ships of the fleet back to High Isle in victory.
So many lost. But even as my ship sank beneath the waves, I knew that victory was in our grasp.
Too bad they don't get back the All Flags Navy.
Yeah.
Sounds like in United Tamriel one time. What happened? Why they all break apart? It's probably because of that damn Ruby Throne. We should just nuke it. Vaporize the White Gold Tower and there's nothing to fight over.
Everybody always fights over something. There's the damn throne.
Yeah.
This
The All
is-
Flags Navy returned to High Isle and received a hero's welcome, but the joy of victory was tempered by remorse. Nearly half of their armada contingent was lost in the battle to wreak vengeance upon the Slow. After all out assault on Thoros, Baron Admiral Bandu Olo and the leaders of the various groups who had come together to assemble the largest allied naval force in Tamriel history decided to establish a monument to honor and remember those who had fought and died to defeat the Thracian threat. Under the supervision of Master Builder Timon Moorcraft, Monument Isle, a very small island at the very center of High Isle, was selected as the site of the memorial. Construction began almost immediately on the key tributes honoring the All Flags Navy. These include All Flags Castle, Monument Lighthouse, Memorial Garden, and the Monument Inn. The memorial complex was completed in 1E 2271. Baron Olo, the leaders of the allied groups, and many of the surviving captains were on hand when the memorial was dedicated to the memory of the lost vessels and their crews, as well as to the victory over the Slows.
Tobin Moorcroft. I know that name. My brother. Yes! Yes, the Master Builder was my brother!
Tobin Moorcroft.
Oh, this is all that wretched scoundrel's fault.
Ah, the ghost woman! Oh, at least she's no longer inside you, my friend. See what she wants. I'm
Yes.
much too frightened to approach any such apparition.
Stibbins!
I read these plaques all the time. I never remember a word. Just that history has forgotten my love. And even I can only remember bits and pieces. Until today. I remember Tobin Moorcroft. And I spit on his memory.
What do you remember about Tobin Moorcraft?
I remember that he was a cad and a coward. A sorry excuse for a man. He was my beloved's brother, and the master builder of the All Flags Memorials. He carved the names into the garden plaques personally. But not my captain's. Not my love.
Do you remember your love now?
I remember only glimpses, like a shadow moving across a wall. He was a sea captain, tall, strong, proud. He called me his little turtle dove, his safe port in a storm.
Oh, I wish I could remember his name, or his touch, or his face.
Was your love one of the captains that sailed with the All Flags Navy?
The All Flags? Yes. Yes, I think that's right. That's what it says on these old plaques.
Getting
Oh,
some.
I wish I could remember more. It's the curse, I fear. Gets into everything and muddies the water. Been that way ever since. Ever since. Damn
Tobin
it!
Moorcroft?
Tobin. Yes. I refused that snake's advances. I was grieving, in shock, and in pain. And he demanded I betray my love for another man.
Ah.
How could I? It was too soon. You must help. I think it started at the inn. End this curse so I can remember.
We'll go work on that.
Sounds like
The inn? The building at the center of the islet? Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to go look.
Nobody's asking you, Stibbins. First off.
I'm investigating this.
Second, the one that put the curse on them was the shipbuilders.
He was the brother.
He was the brother, yeah, of the captain of the
He
ship.
coveted the captain's wife,
Yeah.
Enki.
Very interesting museum.
Very interesting.
Fascinating. Alright, so apparently there's a nice lovely inn here. It used to be. Why did they let this place go to shit?
The All Flags War was centuries ago.
Yes, but this could still be the centerpiece of Tamriel, and
Hence the reason why the meeting for the three leaders to come here. This was an important thing that got the original
they all
three
work
flags
together to
together.
stop a bigger threat.
right. This is why they wanted to do a meeting place here to redo that.
They really need to destroy the Ruby Throne.
Monument Inn. During the long build-up construction phase of the All Flags Aid, this inn housed captains and other officers, including the famed Baron Admiral Bendu Olo. Afterward, it was dedicated as part of the memoriam to the Monument Island.
Islet.
Well, let's go check this place out. Think the guy did a drinking here?
I remember this place. Jan and I shared many pleasant
Water?
encounters beneath this roof
got some.
before I set
Oh, well.
sail with the fleet.
So I got over.
Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not.
Lady Jan seems to think one of us is someone untoward. Talk to her, my friend.
Well, maybe it's you, Stibbins. Maybe you have a ghost inside of her, and that's what she sees. God damn, Stibbins, you and your lady both. I think it's hilarious what's happening to you two. I really do. Okay, so who do we supposed to be?
Is that my scrumptious little turtle dove I see?
Valor, is that you?
Is that you?
Yes, I'm Lady Laurent.
Uh-huh.
And enough with the sweet nothings. You, talk to Jan and see if you can determine how this curse started. Maybe then we can figure out how to end it.
You
I'm
know-
having my own problems, as you can plainly see.
I am just about ready to just leave this captain in her because I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sure the captain would like to leave a lot inside her. He is really liking that body.
No, Tobin. You cannot offer me a drink. And I have absolutely no intention of dancing with you.
Alright.
Oh, she thinks we're
I'm
Tobin.
here with my captain, and I have no patience for the advances of his foolish younger brother. Away with you, foul sir.
Alright then.
Jan is mine, little brother. Go play with your hammer and chisels. My sweet deserves a night to remember before I set sail from Port Sargo.
Can I watch?
A night to remember.
Wait, no.
But
You're
anyway,
watching
Port
what
Sargo,
happened.
That's the old dock on the eastern shore of this very islet. Port Sargo is located on the eastern shore of the All Flags Islet. Let's see what we can find there.
Yes, this is actually
This
getting
is just
interesting.
great.
No, this is getting interesting. We are playing out what happened
back
100 years ago.
more than 100. I think it was several centuries ago.
Right, several centuries ago. Oops. Now spirits on this island.
Yep, some will look a little pissy.
Yep, that one back there did. Yep.
They start shit. They're not.
Well, I'm trying to avoid them. It's not their fault.
I will put a caster up their
happened?
ass.
It ain't their fault what happened to them. Alright. Ah. Well, I wonder who's gonna be who when we go into here. We gotta get the captain's name. I think that's the key to all this.
The ruins of Port Sargo. Somewhat disconcerting, as long deserted places tend to be. But there's a plaque. See what it says.
I do see the plaque.
The All Flags Navy started here as the first ships arrived to protect the island while the infrastructure was under construction. Before the shipyards could turn out new vessels, the peoples of Tamriel sent their best ship to patrol the waters around High Isle. They were ships of the line from established navies, merchants, vessels, freebooters, and mercenaries, all ready to defend the efforts eventually take the war directly to its load. These were the initial 14 ships that arrived to form the base of the All Flags Navy. Long may they be remembered. The relentless Colovian Baron Admiral Bandu Olo, Anvil Song, Colovian Baron Captain Nolos Falvas, the Ruby Trident Colovian Captain Hydras Varia, the King's Jest Breton Captain Rosalada Duvax, the Pristine Helbert Breton
Captain scratched out.
Really?
That's our captain.
That's our captain.
He scratched. He's the only one in that list that's scratched out.
It says Oath, Red Guard Captain.
An elf.
Was a kind of elf captain, Camborn.
The Wind Like
The Wind Like Anger, Argonian Captain.
Moon Chaser.
Captain Kelgar.
Nightly
Morning
Order.
Albatross, Nightly Order. Captain Lord Nepal Lem.
The Silver Lantern.
Merchant Ship. Coin Baron.
Quinn Baron.
The Black Gull Freebooter Captain and the Jolly Goblin Freebooter Captain.
There's one captain
The
here.
Pristine
the Pristine
Hailbird. Was a Breton captain and scratched out.
He was a
remember,
Breton.
Pristine Hailbird.
Pristine Helbert. That's what we're looking
The
for.
Pristine Halberd.
Told you.
The captain's name has been scratched off the plaques on the pedestal and on the wall.
Here to see me off, little brother? How touching.
The ancient sea captain thinks you're Baron Admiral Bendu Olo. Talk to him, her, whoever, and see if you can get them to reveal their name, or at least find out if the Pristine Halberd was his ship.
Yep.
Yeah. Pristine Helbert.
Baron Admiral, you honor me, sir, but you should talk to my captain.
Baron Admiral, after years of preparation, we're finally ready to show those slug bastards what for. My ship was one of the first to join the fleet, and today it's ready. Give the word and we'll set sail on the next wave.
Go on. Talk to him.
Remind me, Captain, which vessel is yours again?
Why, just the finest warship ever to set sail from High Rock. Surely you remember the name of
By any chance is your ship the Pristine Halberd?
Why, yes, of course. The Pristine Halberd, the pride of the Breton fleet. We've helped protect this rock during the long years of buildup. Now we're ready to be the instrument of vengeance, just as you planned.
Ah, yes, a fine ship. Remind me, who is the captain of the Pristine Halberd?
The captain? Why, I am the captain.
Yes, but tell me your name, Captain.
My name? Why, I'm
Captain.
Renwick Moorcroft, captain of the Pristine Halberd and proud member of the All Flags Navy.
So you're Captain Renwick Moorcroft.
Out! No, I'm Lady Laurent.
God damn it, Lady.
Captain Renwick. But why haven't you broken his curse yet? I'm not sure how much longer I can fight off the captain. talk to Stibbins and end this already!
We're working on it. Hold your goddamn
Captain
panties.
Renwick Moorcroft, my beloved's true name. You must add my beloved's name to the main garden monument before we forget it again.
That's not going
This curse
to
was all Tobin's
Uh-oh.
fault. That little monster was always jealous of my captain and the love we shared.
Stibbins! Stibbins!
Where they will never be found.
Oh no.
You got possessed.
My big brother, so proud, so famous. But not anymore. I made sure he'll never be remembered.
Stibbins, that's
It's
not you, is it?
it?
Stibbins? What a ridiculous name. I'm Tobin Moorcroft, master builder of the All Flags Navy monuments. My work, unlike my brother's, will be remembered forever.
Right. So you're the little ass shit who built all this, but decided to try to sneak in a slithering sausage or two inside his woman, huh?
Yeah, that's what he did.
Everything on Monument Island. Well, I had help. Apprentices, assistants, laborers. But the design and the fine detail work, that's all mine.
Alright, I think we should stroke his ego.
I think so.
Either he'd rather have that girl stroke his other members, but let's go with his hubris, shall we?
Yeah, I think we should.
Impressive! And you carved these plaques with a hammer and chisel? That's amazing!
The finest hammer and chisel in the world. I paid a small fortune for the enchantments, but you'll never discover where I hit.
Are you okay?
You choking on something?
Joking?
Where did you hide your hammer and chisel?
Out, you vile creature!
Oh, God damn it.
Never fear, I'm myself again.
Stibbins!
Better yet, I know where this Tobin hid his tools.
Ah.
I saw it while he was inside my head. To the graveyard, my friend!
You and I both know, Stibbins, that you're not Stibbins, that you happen to be an
Yes.
alien king.
You're an alien king. Stibbins died a long time
Long
ago.
time ago, and you possess his body. And we remember that, so nobody
Always
try playing with
remember
us.
Mm-hmm.
Since you are an alien king, you should be powerful enough to control that spirit.
Uh-huh.
Glad to see that you did a little scrying while we were talking with him. Let's go. Maybe we can help him.
To the graveyard.
This is all so confusing.
It is.
My love, his jealous brother, you, people in other people's bodies,
Yeah.
forgetting the slightest details. Say you'll break this dreadful curse, please.
We're working on it, honey.
She's the innocent one out of all this.
I know.
We're finally getting somewhere. I know. And surprised as you are, but Stibbins seems quite confident that the tools are in the graveyard. Now put a little oomph in your step. We have a curse to break.
Yep, I kind of want her.
It's Karen, I just want to keep the captain in her.
That wicked witch deserves everything she gets with that.
That's what she gets for opening up something she shouldn't have opened.
Yeah. Ancestor silk here.
Yeah, well, might as well pick flowers along the way. I mean, we're in no hurry.
Gravestone? That's what I saw in Tobin's mind. Dig there.
No, not my tools. Dig somewhere else.
Yeah, Tobin.
Hello, Tobin.
I forbid you from adding my accursed brother's name to that memorial plaque. I'm the master builder, and I absolutely forbid it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
of
that's
you.
nice. Yeah, well, you know.
What are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about it?
You have the tools? Quickly, carve my beloved's name into the plaque at the memorial garden. Once his name is added to the central monument, we will never forget him again.
Excuse me. I got a dumbass deal.
The dead's coming back to life here.
Never mess with a ranger. Yeah, keep a sharp eye open. There's supposed to be a soul shard on this island somewhere. A sky shard.
Somewhere by
One
all
of those
the
glowing right there. I see it.
flags.
I see it. I see it. Well, I see something up. There it is right there.
There it is.
Who's the best tractor in the universe?
You are.
One more to go. Alright, should we break this curse or get a bag of popcorn and enjoy the show?
I suppose we had our fun. I think we should break the curse.
Man.
I know.
A dedication ceremony? For me? How exciting!
Captain Renwick Moorcroft of Pristine Halberd, place my beloved's name where it belongs.
Oh, you do it, friend. My hands are shaking. I'm so nervous.
Jesus.
Please, I can feel the curse reasserting itself, trying to steal our memories again. Carve my beloved's name into the memorial plaque, and the curse will be broken. I'm sure of it.
We'll work on that.
Don't just stand there. Go and carve this oafish captain's name into the memorial so we can end this curse. I much prefer it when my head is only occupied by me.
Such a big head you got. I'm surprised you can't occupy the entire damn Tamriel continent.
No. I refuse to allow an unskilled laborer to mar my beautiful craftsmanship. As Master Builder of this monument, I absolutely forbid you from adding my brother's name to that
What are you
plaque.
gonna do about it, son? I do happen to have a caster on me that does horrible things
Oh,
to,
be sure to spell his name correctly. Renwick. Who knows what could happen if we misspelled that body thief's name?
Renwic. Got it?
Got it.
Don't just stand.
Well, if you move your ass, I might be able to look at the plaque. See if that works.
Done, my turtle dove. You saved my memory. Now we can be together for all eternity.
I did have a little help, Renwick, my love. Now come, my darling. We have a lot of catching up to do.
My big brother, the famous sea captain, wins again. How typical.
Stiggins! Why do I think this was somehow your fault? Never mind. You, come talk to me.
You?
Excuse me?
Excuse me, madam.
My name's Blackwood. Hickory Blackwood. Not you.
Did that really happen?
Yep.
Did I have the spirit of some ancient All Flags Navy captain residing inside my head?
Yep.
My memory is all a jumble.
Yep, Stibbins and I and the princess here entered the curse. How do you feel now?
How do I feel? Like some virile man was stomping around inside my body with his oversized boots and manly urges. It was unsettling. And, if I'm being totally honest, somewhat arousing.
Housing?
Arousing.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Do I even want to know?
Arousing?
Never mind that.
Uh-huh.
My manservant wants a word with you. But please hurry. I have a task for Stibbins that needs to be dealt with post-haste.
Is there anything that you need to have a task done by your manservant that has to do with being aroused? Oh, Stibbins. Come here, son. We need to talk about birds and bees.
Oh,
Snakes in
thank
the
you, my
grass.
friend. I never would have been able to save Lady Laurent without your help.
Do you think the curse is really broken?
Oh, yes. Of course, the effects may linger for a time, but the worst of it is over. And we righted a wrong of history. Captain Renwick Moorcroft's role in the All Flags Navy has been restored. But how is Lady Laurent? Is she all right?
I think so. She says she had a task for you to do. It seemed rather urgent and something about being aroused. So, let me tell you, son, come here. Over there's a nice inn. I'm pretty sure there is some nice beds that are still up there. See if you can break a few in between. Have a little fun with that.
Have fun with that.
An urgent task? Oh, well, nothing ever changes. But I live to serve. Here, my annual stipend, just as I promised. Thanks again for saving Lady Laurent, ending the curse, and restoring a piece of the archipelago's history. Now I must see to milady.
Oh, I'm sure she has a lot for you to see. You enjoy that. How's that arousal thing going there, Lady Laurent? Got some
Yes,
wet
yes, we're
panties?
ever so grateful. Now, if you could leave us, I really do have a particular task for my manservant to take care of.
Oh, I'm sure you do, honey. Try not to break the boy. He's innocent and all that.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh man. Man, oh man.
Stibbins, come here, my man.
Hold up.
All this foolishness about forgotten love is giving me an itch. I'm in need of a good scratch.
Oh, told you.
Milady, I could never.
Oh, I'm hanging back on this one.
If you insist.
Oh, ho, ho.
Hey, I told you.
Did I not nail that shit right on the head? She's got an itch that he needs to scratch. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit up to the left and up a little bit on the top side.
Oh my
Just gotta get it in
god.
there and gotta find that G spot or some kind of fun stuff. Damn, what did I tell you? I told you. I think I'm going to need a cold drink after this one. This is spicy.
No, that's funny.
That's great.
That is
Something in a
hilarious.
bag of popcorn. All right, you two
Oh my god.
work out those ambitions.
Oh my God.
I think that we've got some more important, pressing, Space Ranger shit to do. There's the entire universe we gotta save, and a bunch of people we need to save. So you two have fun with that. Man, oh man.
They're funny.
How about you, Miss Lady Marquise? You got any kind of ambitions and itches to be scratched?
Scratchings?
There is an in right here. You need some scratching done?
Oh my god.
I don't know. That was
That was fun. That was actually funny.
that is some funny shit right there.
Wow. That is.
I mean, that's even better than my mama jokes. Like my mama always said, when you're plowing a windman's field, you want to make sure you get every inch of that. Woo! Let me tell you, Stibbins is in for poor boy. Probably won't be walking straight, but I look like he's been riding a bucking bronco for the last week or so.
That was funny.
Oh man.
You know, we've been following their story ever since this game came out.
Yeah, out of character.
You know, they're a long character, those two.
Yeah.
And he's really not Stibbins.
He's not Stibbins.
He's not. Stibbins
No
died.
spoiler alert,
unfortunately.
Stibbins dies.
Yeah,
I
he
believe
died.
it was an alien king that
I think it's
possessed
an
his body
alien
after his
king
body died.
that
Yeah.
lives inside of him now or something.
Or something like. It's been a while. We're gonna have to go redo that quest. I don't know if we.
Yeah, we're gonna have to redo that quest
We
again. But
might have done this character, but maybe not. But one of that part is on the Daggerfall Covenant side.
yeah.
So I think it's up in here.
But they're one of the original characters
Oh,
when this
shit.
game came out.
I think we did it with these characters.
We could have. All it has to do with the crown.
Or was it down here?
You can make a choice now. So, I mean, we made our choice, and unfortunately,
I don't remember where it's at, but someplace up in here.
yeah, you'll meet them on your journey. Those two. Very long-lived characters, those two. And they're always showing up at interesting places. Almost in every DLC, they show up. Them and the sister and brother, they show
there's a
up
weird
too.
tree. So it's up in here.
Have we seen the sister and brother yet?
Yes, we have.
We've seen them here, huh?
I can't remember, but it's someplace up in this area. Here.
That's it, the crown.
This is
It
it.
has to do with
Tomb
the
of
crown.
Lost Kings. You found the crown of Anton.
And you have a
Let's get to-
choice what to do with the crown.
Right here is where you go and you find that quest. This is one of the places, if you're on the Daggerfall Covenant side, this is where you're going to first meet these two.
Yep.
And you're going to help her to do a tomb raid with Stibbins. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to give you any more spoilers,
No.
just in case people haven't done it and want to do it. But you have a choice to make.
choice.
of what
to
you
make.
do.
Yep.
Which I wonder what happens if you make the
I wonder if
choice.
you make the other choice in us, because our choice.
We didn't let Stibbons. Well, Stibbons dies, but
Yeah, he died, but
we're not gonna. You know what? We're not gonna tell you the spoiler.
I wonder if we
you
do
guys
it-
go do it and figure it out what you want. Like,
we've
we made
already
the
done it
choice-
with these characters, so we can't.
We made the choice so that we'll just say that someone can impersonate Stibbons and continue his work and free someone or another. That's all I'm going to tell you about it.
Yeah.
You guys go figure it out. I wonder what happens if you don't. Does Stibbons still stay with her?
That's a good question because
I mean,
I remember
how
the
does
choice.
the story work out if we take the other choice?
I don't know. Just like the Agonian, we didn't let her sacrifice her and her tribe
And she
to
stayed through the
heal
whole
the
story all the way up
ground,
to.
and she stayed through the entire story
Yeah.
with you. So, and we chose that
Interesting.
path of it. So
yeah, your choices do weigh very heavily on your gameplay.
your choices
They
matter.
will-
Who's gonna stay with you and who's not.
Yeah.
So sometimes there's just some shitty choices too, but.
You're almost too good at that.
So let's see, we haven't found the other companion yet.
Yeah, I'm still looking for that one.
Yeah, you'd think we would have ran into that one by now. Though I love Ember, I do want to get the other one too.
Gods, it's lost.
So they've been all over here.
So there has to be, and we never did find
Yeah,
the coin
this-
fortress.
We have this one here. This one here.
So we are 17. One more sky shard to go. 3 more
Ooh,
quests.
Boy, got 3 more main story quests. That's not good.
And 3 more of the story quest. 1 more point of interest.
Oh no, wait, we don't. We have more.
Oh, that's the story
That's the
quest
main
there.
story.
So that's what we have for that. So we got a little
Ludicrous
more to go
Torment
on
of
that
the
one.
Heart. Race for honor.
Perform. Knight Earnest is the title.
Knight Errant.
Knight Earnest.
The final piece.
So that's
Still got
the
Albatross
storyline.
League.
The storyline is for the whole year.
Hidden in the rocks above Jerry's Cove on High Island. Where the hell's that at?
Jerks. It's code.
And one more Sky Shard. We have one more.
On the cliffs of Jerks Cove. Jerks Cove, right there. In fact, the sky shard's on my map. Sky shard's on my map. It's right there. How do I have that and you don't?
I have no idea.
Alright, let's go here.
What the hell?
I'll go, you follow me for a change.
I got it.
See, I know how to use my map.
About time you learn how to use your
I always
teleportation
knew
device.
how to use my map. I'm just lazy. And there's a quest. Oh, it's a druid.
Can we help you? Lady Adrian?
Hello?
Traveler, I advise caution. A corruption has gripped
she's
Stone
cute.
Lore Grove, turning the wildlife aggressive and spreading an impurity unlike anything our circle has ever seen. Nature itself has fallen out of balance.
Well, I'll have to be a ranger. Is there anything we can do to help you? I am a person of hire, keeper of the laws and such. What's our corruption?
Yeah, what are we talking about here?
That is what I hope to determine. The Archdruid sent me to investigate, but it was all I could do to avoid the once docile creatures of the grove. I found a few pockets of corruption that must be cleansed, but I need another druid to assist me.
You need another druid to cleanse the corruption.
Well, I am a spacer, a terraformer, stuff like that. I guess you consider me kind of like a druid. I mean,
I'm a healer.
and she is a healer.
Not a druid.
Really, I just need another set of hands. Here, let me mark your map. I'll cast the cleansing spell, then you burn out the impurity. That will temporarily restore the balance while we search for the source. The circle will compensate you, of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'll help you cleanse the corruption. It's the least we can do.
Let's do it.
Let's find a few concentrated areas of corruption. My spells will cleanse the impurities, then you burn them. Hopefully we can determine the source of the corruption before this malady spreads to the rest of the island. Just keep your guard up.
Is the Stone Grove really that dangerous?
It wasn't always. It used to be one of the safest locations on the island. In fact, my ancestors deemed the grove sacred when they first arrived. Now the corrupted wildlife attacks for no reason, and some of my fellow druids have been afflicted.
What else can you tell me about this corruption? This afflicting the grove?
Not much, unfortunately. I noticed its effects a short time ago. Usually docile creatures turning aggressive. A strange blight spreading through the plants and trees. I brought my concerns to the Archdruid, who initially thought I was overreacting.
So how did you convince the Archdruid to let you investigate?
I'm not sure anyone has ever convinced Archdruid Agatha of anything. But she couldn't deny that something strange was happening in the grove. She ordered me to look into it and bring my findings back to the Circle Elders.
And what did the elders say?
Nothing. I haven't gone back yet. Until I determine if the corruption can be cleansed and find the source, I don't actually have anything new to report. Well, except that now the corruption has spread to some of my fellow druids.
What do you mean, druids have been afflicted?
What?
Just that. They have become as hostile as the rest of the afflicted wildlife. We may have to deal with any corrupted druids we meet. But with your help and the blessing of the true way, we'll soon have a solution to present to the Circle Elders.
What's the true way?
I suppose you would call it our doctrine, our religion. The true way represents a life guided by natural principles and the value and willfulness of nature. All of nature comes from Ifra, and the druids are the arbiters of Ifra's will.
Ifra? I mean, I know who Ifra
Have
is.
you never heard of Ifra where you come from?
Yes, I have.
The storyteller? The god of song and forest? The spirit of the now? Ifra formed the frame upon which nature was woven. He gave rise to the rules of life on Nirn. His way is the true way.
So you're a priest of Ifra.
I am a druid of the Stone Lore Circle. I am a teacher, a healer, a counselor, as well as a steward of the natural world. I hear the voice of Ifra and his earthbones, and I do my best to be his advocate. Natural principles guide my every action.
When did the druids arrive on High Isle?
Oh, that was early in the First Era. After struggling against the Durrani hegemony, our ancestors came to this archipelago because of its connection to Ifra. When they arrived, our druidic circle deemed Stone Lore Grove to be a sacred site.
What do you mean, a druidic circle?
Not to be confused with our ritual circles. I mean the druids of the archipelago all belong to one of 3 distinct subgroups. You would probably call it a sect. Those who hold to the same circle share common beliefs and approaches to Ifra's will.
Right, as spacers, we're in the billions, but each of us are usually related to some kind of tribe.
Yours is called a tribe. Theirs
You call
is
us
called a
tribes. You're called circles. Yep, I understand.
circle. Tell us about the 3 circles.
The druids of this grove belong to the Stone Lore Circle. We revere nature, but believe that all cultures have a place here. Some of the High Isle folk refer to us as the friendly druids. We rarely evangelize, letting our work speak for itself.
And the other two?
And what's the other two druid circles like?
You'll probably encounter the Eldertide Circle in your wanderings. Be careful. They are overtly hostile to the civilized residents of High Isle. As for the Firesong Circle, even I don't know much about them. They never leave the island of Iphalon.
Interesting. Well, let's get to it then. Let's try to avoid your hostile brothers and sisters afflicted. I really don't want to have to kill druids if I don't have to. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm a ranger. We uphold the code, protect civilians and people and nature and all things like that.
Yeah, I
We
wouldn't.
go after bounties of bad people. We don't really like killing people. Let's call them innocent people. We don't like to do that unless we absolutely have no other choice.
I wouldn't want to deal with that.
Kind of think of me as a police officer. Just in a galactic.
Corrupted stone. Burn it with cleansing fire after I cast my spell.
That work?
Wow, that worked.
Alrighty then. That's simple enough.
There's some corrupted druids here.
Let's try to avoid the druids.
Let's go try to go around.
These things are nasty. We'll take them out. There's some stone here. Alright, little druid girl.
The corruption spreads throughout the grove. First the plants, then the animals, and now even some druids have been afflicted.
Yep, like I said, let's try to avoid your druid brother and sister. I really don't want to have to cap their ass.
That'd be a good idea.
No promises. They attack us first. I may have no choice. Princess, here's some.
There's some down there, druids.
Grab some of this for medicinal reasons. Let's try to avoid those druids, shall we?
The corruption spreads quickly. Burn the corpse while I cast a cleansing spell.
We are the spirit of the grove.
Oh shit.
We are the evergrowth. And this druid seeks our help, while another has unbalanced greenway. Aid us, mortal. Before the nature that sustains this grove collapses.
How disconcerting. The Evergrowth hasn't spoken in generations.
Well, it possessed you and spoke to you. Let's talk.
Pardon that display. I've never been forcibly taken over by a spirit of nature before. I wasn't sure if the corruption was connected to the Evergrowth, but now we know. And we know a druid is somehow involved. That troubles me.
Alright, what is this Evergrowth? What kind of spirit are we talking about here?
As I understand it, this grove was deemed sacred by the early druids, but it was also out of balance. They shaped Ifra's laws into a spirit and gave that spirit dominion over the grove. It recognized that I was trying to help it, and reached out.
It also said another druid had unbalanced the true way. Care to elaborate about that? You know anything?
Yes, but is that druid acting out of malice or ignorance? Either way, if the Evergrowth succumbs, then the corruption will increase and spread out of control. We must take this news to the Circle Elders. Meet me in our village.
Alright, we'll meet you at Stone Lore Grove Village.
Alright.
Our village lies at the center of the grove. Once we get there, I will tell the Archdruid and the other elders what we learned.
Alright, tell me about this Archdruid in the Circle of Elders. I'd like to
Yes.
know what I'm walking into.
Yeah.
Not much to tell. Archdruid Agathy oversees our community here. A number of the village elders serve as her advisors and help train the younger aspirants and initiates in the true way. I'll introduce you to them once we get to the village.
Not much different than us Spacer clans.
Alright.
Like this young one here, teaching her to become a ranger.
You know, you might get along with them well. Really. Two aren't that far off from each other.
And we did leave the center core to go out to the outer rim to terraform planets and make our own way without governments, without the Empire, Federation, or anyone. Once we realized the space pirates were a problem and alien species that tended to attack our clans and tribes, we made up the Spacers Guild. The Spacers Guild eventually turned into the Guardians, which is now known as Rangers.
That is.
My ancestors, the original Blackwoods who got them out there, were one of the first to make the very first Rangers.
You come from a very pristine family.
Very long and village family. We're the first to step into the black and the void. We're the first to terraform planet. My family was the first to realize the threats and to organize and make eventually the very first Rangers, the Guardians.
You got big shoes to fill.
I do have big shoes to fill. I'll try to do my ancestors right.
Archdruid, elders, this outsider helped me. And the Evergrowth, it spoke through me.
The spirit of the grove? It hasn't manifested like that in many generations. Are you sure?
Druid Audrine has never given us reason to doubt her observations. Tell us, child, what did the spirit say?
It warned us that nature was out of balance. That a druid was responsible for this trouble.
Out of balance? That explains the corruption. But to blame a druid, I cannot accept that without proof.
Then we will find that proof. Friend, meet me at the Circle's ritual site. Meet me at the ritual circle on top of the rise that overlooks the village. We can talk there.
Very well. Greetings. I'm Hickory Blackwoods. Friends just call me Hicks. I'm a space ranger, a police officer, guardian, peacekeeper, whatever you people have here that's like that. We're here to help. What can you tell me is going on here?
Young Audrine makes a bold proclamation. While I believe the spirit of this grove spoke through her, I find it hard to imagine that one of our druids could be responsible for unbalancing nature. That goes against everything we believe.
Not to be rude or disrespectful at all, but what does an archdruid do exactly?
Mostly what you would expect. I oversee the druids that care for this grove and help train the novices in the true way. Elders Karik and Warrain advise me on matters related to my work.
I see, so you're like a clan leader.
Clan
What we would have. A mayor, things like that. Justicar. Why do you believe that why don't you believe Druid Audrey? She seems capable.
Yes.
I have the utmost faith in young Audrine. What I do not trust is the word of a capricious nature spirit. Go with Audrine. Get us proof that a druid is responsible for the corruption. Then we will take every action necessary to solve the problem.
As you wish, ma'am. I'll check into it. Investigation is what I do.
Yes, sir.
What's your story, Elder Karak? Is it?
Nature's spirits can be capricious, dangerous. The Evergrowth is no exception. Tread carefully, stranger. And don't allow young Audrine to toss around accusations she can't confirm.
We'll do the best we can. Investigating is my specialty. Tell me more about this Evergrowth spirit thingamajig.
When the first druids of Stone Lore discovered this sacred grove, the place had no spirit to nurture and protect it. So they prayed to Ifray and shaped his will to call forth the Evergrowth. They bound it to the grove to preserve its balance.
Bound it. The spirit of the grove is a prisoner?
If you look at it from a certain perspective, I suppose so. It was required until the spirit bonded with the land. And once that occurred, there was no reason to eliminate the bindings. But if the evergrowth suffers, so does the grove.
Don't you think that binding a spirit to land might piss it off in some way?
Exactly. Basically, you're keeping a prisoner here. Interesting.
Elder Warrain, is it?
I've
Sir?
tended this grove for nearly 50 years, and the evergrowth has never spoken to me. Well, not directly, at any rate.
Right.
I think you just sound jealous. You just sound
I'll
jealous.
mark him in my book as #1 primary suspect.
And yep. Exactly what it sounds like.
We got people that's losing their bodies over this situation.
Yes, sir. We are.
What? Do you assume that only Bretons can be druids? Hardly. The Stone Law Circle takes in any and all aspirants who seek to follow the true way. Some of us have come a great distance to be a part of this community.
Fair enough. I didn't ask, but okay.
Many think the true way deals with forests and plants. But there is so much more to being a druid of the Stone Law. Take these volcanic vents, for instance. Can anyone gaze upon them and not get caught up in the wonder?
Yeah, well, you come from a bunch of people like my clan that terraform this planet. These things are a menace.
They're beautiful in their own way.
They are
It's
beautiful
right.
to decide to blow up and vaporize half the
Then it's a
countryside.
menace and becomes chaos.
We probably have no idea what I'm talking about terraforming.
I don't think they've ever left the planet yet.
Yeah, this is a low-grade plan. I hope they're not bringing kind of prime
Over
directives
here,
by
my
talking
friend.
about stuff like that.
Or not.
Of course, they do have plane belts here, demons and
Sure.
Nader and Adris.
runestones.
They do.
Being an extraterrestrial like me shouldn't confuse them too much or frighten them.
I don't think so.
I mean, they deal with what they call Adra and Data, they think are gods, but they're just more or less highly advanced interdimensional beings in my
They
side.
are. So they know about that.
Yeah, it's just that my people don't believe in gods or demons.
They do know.
We've been out to the black and back, and we could tell you some horrifying things. There's some very powerful alien and interdimensional beings out there who won't pretend they're a god, but deep down they're just extraterrestrials.
The Circle Elders cannot accept that one of our own may be responsible for this disaster. And I could hear
I
the
don't
doubt in their
blame them.
voices concerning the Evergrowth. We need to prove that one of our circle has caused this unbalance.
How do you want to proceed?
Help me investigate. Search the village for any signs that a druid is involved in the corruption. Look in the huts. Ask my fellow druids. Someone or something here will lead us to the source of the corruption. It has to.
What about the Evergrowth?
We'll wait and see if it communicates with us again. If not, I have an idea. But let us try to find the druid responsible for this situation first. I want to determine if this was an accident or a deliberate and reckless act.
Well, I got a couple people on my list that's already primary #1 suspect. One of them being that elder. There's a stone princess might be.
Thank you. I think that one elder is definitely #1 on the
There's
list.
some little justice.
He didn't talk. He just acted out of jealousy. So it does make me wonder. But let's do it her way. These are her people.
Let's look around so we can find.
It is peaceful here.
Let's check out this hut. Evergrowth Restoration Ritual. What's this? Call upon Enki to strengthen the bond between the Evergrowth and our sacred grove. We call upon the god of song. For us to remove the bindings that tie our spirit to the hollow land. We offer the sacrifice on Hickory so that all may walk the true way. An unbinding ritual.
That's an unbinding
A
ritual.
ritual? That's proof that a druid caused this problem.
It's an unbinding.
Look, there's a mistake in the second line. They wrote remove instead of restore. Hopefully we can find evidence that leads to the source of the corruption. Archdruid Agathy will never turn against one of our circle without absolute proof of recklessness or wrongdoing. Come, let us look around the village.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
They either misread it, miswrote it, or the whole
Doing it on
thing was
purpose.
deliberate. Yeah, it's deliberate, so it's hard to tell. No one wants to speak to us out here. Very well.
Princess up here. I sense something. What is this?
What exists?
Stupid basket.
That ritual fetish, it reeks of the same corruption spreading through the grove. I wonder who it belongs to.
It's got corrupted flesh.
The hell?
That's not good.
Why? They're peaceful people.
They are peaceful people, but what the hell? Hear that?
I did. I did hear it.
The ranger walking around. I'll make them nervous, but maybe they won't recognize me.
Honey, you're recognizable on whatever planet we're on. I can tell, I know. Even this planet.
There's Druid Milo. He has the eyes of an eagle. If anyone around here
Devon's
saw
Mill
anything,
used to
it
grow
would
the
be
sweetest
him.
berries in the spring. I wonder where we'll get them from now.
Good gathering, stranger. I do not recognize you, but I know Druid Audrine very well. What may I do for you this day?
My name is Hickory Blackwood. I'm a ranger, a sort of peacekeeper, guardian, police officer, whatever you call your people here. You know anything about the corruption spreading throughout the grove? We are investigating the situation.
Nothing specific, I'm afraid. Just that the corrupted animals have made foraging in the grove dangerous. Oh, this might interest you. I felt a disturbance emanate from the wards in the undergrove recently. Like a surge of power went through them.
So they found disturbance in the
What's
forest.
the
wasn't it?
undergrove and what was that about wards?
Yeah.
The island's volcanic vents create all sorts of underground spaces. The large cavern beneath us is the undergrove. No one's allowed down there, not without the Archdruid's permission. The wards have something to do with the spirit of the grove.
So the spirit of the grove, you mean the Evergrowth?
Yes, the Evergrowth. I'm surprised you know that ancient designation. I believe the wards reinforce the spirit's connection to the grove, but I'm not an expert on that. I can sense them, though. I have an affinity for such things.
Thank you for the information.
Thank you.
The undergrove. No one but the Archdruid ever goes down there.
Well, that could be a problem. If your Archdruid is the one responsible for this, you have a bigger problem than what I thought. I thought it was just one of the elders, but that's your leader.
It's your leader, that's a
That
problem.
could be problematic. Excuse me, Druid, what is it? Coletta? Do we have a word?
Ah, I see that Druid Audrine has brought us a visitor. What can I do for you today, traveler?
Aren't you a spirited, cute little thing? My name's Hickory Blackwood. I'm a guardian, peacekeeper, justicar, whatever you want to call your people that investigate crimes and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here investigating what's going on with the Grove. Do you know anything about the corruption spreading throughout it?
As a matter of fact, I noticed animals in the grove suffering from an affliction. I mentioned it to Archdruid Agatha, and she said she would look into it.
That's all she said, huh? Just look into it?
Thank you for the information. Thank you. Happy fishing.
When I spoke to the Archdruid, it seemed like that was the first she heard of the corruption in the grove.
Yeah, that's probably...
I think we have everything we need to convince the Archdruid. Let's review what we discovered.
So what do you make of the corrupted fetish we just found?
Definitely a druidic ritual fetish. I use such accoutrement when conducting my own rituals. But this one bears the taint that afflicts the grove. This fetish must have been used in the ritual that released the corruption.
Alright, what about the restoration ritual we found?
Whoever scrawled this did so in haste. They made an obvious mistake in the middle verse. It should say restore, but the author wrote down remove. That alone would have disastrous effects when the ritual was performed.
The two druids that we spoke to, what do you think about the information they provided?
Someone or something disturbed the wards in the undergrowth, probably when the ritual was performed. And it appears the Archdruid knew about the corruption before I mentioned it, but she acted like she knew nothing.
And so what's the purpose of these wards?
I don't know all the details, but from what I've been taught, the Evergrowth resides in the undergrowth. The wards connect it to the grove, but also bind it. We need to talk to the Archdruid. She's usually in the northern grove this time of day.
Right, let's go talk to her.
I'll meet you in the northern part of the grove.
Because now my primary suspects have got another one on my list. Perhaps two of them might have been involved. We need two druids to perform the ritual.
If you need two...
The Elder and the Archdruid. The Archdruid's their leader, so that's a problem. Damn.
Means there's a problem.
That means one of them will be arresting or ending them.
I wonder how they're doing.
This is not good. Well, let's go up here and check this grove, shall we?
Yes, ma'am.
Something's misfoot here.
Let's try not to kill them. So we're correct the corrupted druids. Let's go around this
The Archdruid? What? Oh no, she's spreading the corruption.
The All-Wither. It's inside me, forcing me to do as it bids.
Excuse me?
Where did she go?
Speak with me. The spirit of the grove has yielded.
Okay. Growth, the deity, something?
We are the Evergrowth. The one you sought. She carries the taint of our corruption. We remember her from the undergrowth. She performed the ritual that released this blight upon the land.
This is all the Archdruid's fault?
The Archdruid sought to renew our bindings, but the ancient spells had already frayed. The part of us that is the All-Wither tricked her. She spoke the wrong word. Now, the All-Wither is free to spread its corruption, and the entire grove is in danger.
The Archdruid also mentioned about this all-wither. What the hell is that?
The all-wither is a part of us, the spirit of nature, called forth and made manifest by the ancient druids. At this sacred grove, the laws of nature are malleable. To strengthen those laws, the druids found us here. Of nature consists of circles.
Circles? Right. Birth, growth, wither, death, rebirth, right?
Yes.
At one end, life. At the other, death. We are both life, nurturing growth, and all withering decay. That part of us is now free. And once the corruption fully takes hold, the evergrowth will be gone. Only the all-wither will remain. Will you help us?
I'm bound by my laws as a spacer to help you, so what do you need of me to do?
Tell the druids what we have said. They summoned and bound us in the past. They must be able to do so again. But urge them to hurry. The corruption consumes us. Soon, we shall not be able to stave off the all-weather.
I'll go tell the druids what we can to believe us.
No matter how many times that happens, I am not sure I will ever get used to that. Return to the village and tell the elders what the Evergrowth said. I'll join you momentarily.
Yep, I see something over here I gotta check out. Someone being bad? Sure are. Alright, why don't you sit down now?
Bad.
Glad you're interested. Baron, you'll recover the map fragment from Stone Grove. I'll pay you honest gold. Druid ship causing any trouble, but it's wild out there, so watch every step. Bring the fragment to me. Dewfort Docks. Captain Eshmadon?
That guy again.
That guy. Well, we'll take that, yep. Try to avoid the corrupt druids. I really, like I said,
I don't want to
if I
kill
don't have
them. It's not their fault. They're too intoned with nature, so they're getting corrupt.
Sister Silk, got the friend.
Odd places.
If they'll even listen to us.
It's their leader that's doing it, so this is going to be a problem.
Elder Karek, we have troubling news concerning the Archdruid.
Slow down, Audrey. Tell us what happened.
The Evergrowth confirmed she performed the binding ritual, but she made a mistake. She
Did you
released
see him talking to the owl and the rabbit?
The Archdruid is responsible for the corruption, and she released the All-Wither? Oh, the grove is doomed!
Hold on.
The Evergrowth is here and willing to help in exchange for certain considerations.
Excuse me. I'm going to speak to your spirit creature thingy there.
The Archdruid has returned to the Undergrove. Even now, the All-Wither compels her to speed up the spread of corruption so it can consume us. In our weakened state, we cannot stop the All-Wither from becoming the prominent spirit of the grove.
You said you can help us stop this thing.
We can, but only if you and this druid break the remaining wards that bind us to this place. That will allow us to recover enough of our power to restore the balance and return the All-Wither to its proper location in the circle.
Now, before you asked us to get the druids to restore the binds, now you want us to break them? That sounds like a conflict of interest. Care to elaborate upon this new enlightenment?
Yeah.
The All-Wither moves quickly. Already we can feel ourselves weakening, losing cohesion. The remaining shreds of our bindings have been corrupted and added to our name. If you set us free, we can pull an energy from the uncorrupted grove and aid you.
Without the wards to bind you here, won't you just abandon the grove and run off to whatever realm you came from?
Yeah.
We are the spirit of the grove. We maintain the balance and keep the true way. We know our duty and our responsibility. Trust us. Together, we can end the corruption and return the grove to its natural state. But decide quickly. We do not have long.
Right. This could be
Elders,
tricked.
allow us to enter the undergrowth and do as the Evergrowth asks. We can't let the All-Wither become the dominant spirit.
For all we know, this is exactly what the All-Wither wants us to do. But, yes, go. We'll do what we can up here to slow the spread of the corruption.
A word?
I'm trusting a capricious nature spirit. Wonderful. Well, talk to Audrine and get moving. Warrain and I will try to buy you some time by cleansing as much of the corruption as we can.
Sounds like a good plan. We'll go check out about your Earth Spirit thingamajig.
Yes.
Unbinding the bound nature spirit? If this doesn't work, we could be facing an all-consuming corruption or total breakdown of the laws of nature. If it preserved us. Well, go be a hero. You and Audrine both. We'll help as we can from up here.
You're a frightful little thing, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like a frightful deer.
Let us do what we do.
The spirit wants us to enter the undergrowth and release its bindings. It claims that will allow it to overcome the All-Wither. I sensed no duplicity while we were connected. I believe the Evergrowth spoke true of its intentions.
How do we get to the undergrowth?
And are you sure that spirit is not tricking you?
The entrance I am aware of is in the northern part of the grove. I will meet you there. I have never been in the undergrowth, my friend. I have no idea what we might encounter down there. So be on your guard and ready for anything.
What do we do once we enter the undergrowth?
We find the corrupted wards. I cleanse them and you break them, much as we did in the grove. After we deal with the initial wards, the undergrove's central chamber should open, allowing us to destroy the last binding ward and set the spirit free.
And is this a good idea, setting the spirit free?
I don't think we have a choice, but what if it's this All-Wither that's saying this?
That's what I'm worried about. Trickster gods.
Yeah.
Things been bound for a long time. You can't tell me it's not pissed off, whether it's a good spirit of nature or not. Being bound for so long to the land like that, it may not have.
It might not be happy. Right. That is understandable.
Alright, let's do what we gotta do and figure this out as we go along.
Like always?
Yeah, you keep that Sith thingy-majig on you.
I got it.
I'll get my caster ready just in case.
Right.
Things go awry.
Magical wards bind the spirit
That's
to
the
the
first
grove.
time I killed a
We
god.
need to find those wards, cleanse them, and destroy them.
True. Looks pretty grim.
I'll cleanse the wards, then you destroy them.
Got it.
Is the natural end of all beings.
kind of a shitty place to be in.
Let's go.
You cleanse it, I'll break it. She cleanse it.
Are you here? No.
That does not sound good.
No, sir, it does not.
Alright, cleanse the last one.
Do not sense any additional wards out here. The central chamber should now be accessible. Let us go and set the spirit free.
Guess it's in here.
The final ward is somewhere in here. Find it and destroy it.
Right. Flags look rickety. Watch your step.
No one's been down here in a long time.
Want to do the honors?
Let's be it. Oh, let's do it.
You have destroyed the corrupted wards, and your strength returns. Balance shall be restored.
Let's return to the village and tell the elders
behind
to
us.
put
All with her. This grove belongs to us. You cannot resist our corruption.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Damn.
We didn't have a choice. We didn't have a choice, I'm sorry. We didn't have a choice.
Don't know if that actually killed. Just the high druid, or if that killed the all with it.
I agree. I don't know. Beautiful.
There it is.
You going to enchant something with that? Can I what?
Yep. What's this?
What is it?
Standing stones? I don't think it's anything. That was one of those praying statue things that they like so much. There's fresh water back there. We need water for their alchemy thingies.
How come you're not grabbing this stuff?
Well, I've got a shit ton of it, but if you need it, you get it.
I'm not going to be doing alchemy.
Yeah, but you might not do it for like data writs or whatever you enchanters do. I hope they're not too pissed off that they had to kill their elder.
I think they're going to understand.
Don't want to start intergalactic incident.
Let's not.
Says Rangers live by a very strict code.
We don't need Mr. V showing up. And, yeah, it's not. That, yeah.
Oh shit.
You did as we asked. We shall do the same. The All-Wither is back where it belongs, as a natural part of our circle. Balance has been restored.
Thank you, Spirit of the Grove. Adventurer, the Evergrowth wants to talk to you.
Got some bad news. Your elder kind of didn't make it.
There's a deer here.
Again, the spirit of the grove manifests, and again it decides to speak through Druid Audrine instead of me. I guess I need to commune more with nature, get my circles back in alignment, as it were.
Probably a good thing.
It appears that you and Druid Audrine did well in the Undergrove. The Nature Spirit wants to have a final word with you, Adventurer. Go on. I'm eager to hear what it has to say.
Yeah, you might need to choose a new Archdruid.
You and this druid have our thanks, mortal. You trusted us, and now the balance of nature has been restored.
So what happened to your counterpart, this All-Wither?
The All-Wither is a part of us, just as death is a part of life. Two parts of the same circle. They are back where they belong, in the natural order. And we are where we are needed, maintaining the balance of the sacred grove.
So is this corruption gone?
There may still be corrupted wildlife about, but the druids can deal with that. Otherwise, know that the danger has passed. We mourn the loss of the Archdruid, but we are grateful for everything you did, mortal. May our harvest never falter.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Glad we could be of assistance.
Yeah, yes.
The Evergrowth says the grove is safe now. It will continue to perform its sacred duty.
For now, I just hope we don't regret removing the binding wards. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Adventurer, may we speak?
Well, I think this entity is kind of like Mother Nature-ish kind of thingamajig.
I believe so.
Bound or unbound, she has sacred duties to continue the growth, rebirth, and all that stuff. So maybe if you just like give her offerings and pray to her and take care of her.
She'll take care of you.
She'll take care of you. She's nature, so I don't think she has any kind of evil intentions other than natural nature thingamajigs of life, growth, wither and death and recycling and all that.
This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking.
It pains me that we weren't able to save the Archdruid. It really appears that the All-Wither took control of her without her consent or knowledge. At least we were able to restore the Evergrowth and stop the spread of corruption.
What happens now?
Lady Aldrine.
Now? Now we try to return to normal. The grove won't be the same without the Archdruid, but we'll make do. Of course, our relationship with the Evergrowth needs to change as it isn't bound anymore. Oh, this is for you. From our circle, with thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. But like I said, I think maybe you guys need to appease to your nature spirit instead of bindings. You might want to cooperate. That's what my people do when we terraform planets. We get them peace with the planet and get to understand that we're going to turn to a beautiful paradise. If there's an entity there.
You can work together.
Yeah, prime directives of sorts, Most of the places we go are dead, barren ice or rocks or dirt mounds and just no really sentient life. If that's the case, after excessive exploration and studies in our science, we make sure that there's no primordial ooze or anything that could become a sentient life, and if it's truly a dead rock, then we terraform it.
Yes.
I'm sure you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, but
They probably don't.
let's just say it all has to do with your druidism beliefs and stuff like that. It's just ours is the more scientific. Okay,
That's
I'm gonna
it.
shut up now because I'll probably break about 15 prime directives.
Yes.
In light of all that has happened, Audrine, we would like to make you a Circle Elder and mediator with the Evergrowth.
Druid Audrine, an elder, and mediator to the... Oh, very well.
An elder? And the mediator? I don't know what to say.
I hope you'll say yes. You proved yourself and demonstrated a singular rapport with the spirit of the Grove. Will you take on these responsibilities?
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Well,
Wow.
looks like Druid Audrey has become the avatar of your sacred spirit. So something that you can commune with, together. And Carrick, since you are the eldest and wisest here, probably an archmage might be in your future.
Thinking he will be an archmage.
Glad we can do what we can to
An
help there,
archdruid.
sir. You have a good day now. Be all here? All right.
You need us. We're gonna be on the planet a little longer, so
Where's that? Can you
Fine.
mark that the other place on your where you gotta go?
here.
Right there. All right. Toodaloo, y'all. Have a good day now. You hear? We ride.
We ride.
There's the plant there.
I know, I can't go out right.
Someplace high up here.
This ever will.
Oh shit. That could have been bad. You see it anywhere down there? We got to jump. I believe we're gonna have to jump.
No shit.
Go
No
walk,
shit.
Walk in the middle if you can. We've got all them. Alright, how do we get down? Maybe this way.
Yes, once I fought with another. But now I know my
We found all the sky shards.
Yes, we did. So where is Albatross Leap at? We need one more thing there. We need Castle Navarre and Garkrek's Rest with points of interest. Missing 2 points of interest. Garkrust Rest. Found that.
I'm gonna have
I'm gonna use the teleportation here. I'll wait for you here. I'm gonna go find myself a bush and bleed the old serpent that's on the ground. Miss Marques.
to. Yeah, of course. Albatross leap in high aisle missile.
What have you been scribing?
It's a reference to Assassin's Creed. It's gonna be a plane.
Leap of faith, huh?
This will keep you out of Anunnaki.
It's right
the shield.
here. We haven't gone there yet.
On this island?
It's on the side of it. We're gonna jump in there.
Which side? Alright, I see it.
We just gotta go there. We haven't been there.
Right, we got a mission here, looks like.
I'd swallow her. Trevor, may I ask a favor?
Spirit? Sinner? Knees?
I have honorably guarded Lady Garrett's trials for more lifetimes than I can recall. If this necromancer thinks she can cow me, I'll have none of it. Apologies. Thank you for stopping. Would you kindly douse that censer and unbind me?
Who are you and what trials do you guard?
I am the steward of Garrick's Rest. I am bound to this place until someone completes the Trials of Worth. 3 tests that measure the qualities a knight needs to bear Lady Garrick's sacred shield. Unless you're a schemer like Amanara.
What the hell does she want?
to take the sacred shield without daring the trials of worth. But only one who passes the trials learns the words that dismiss the wards guarding the shield. If you can win the shield before the necromancer steals it, I will reward you.
Okay, fine. I'll take these trials. I'll get the sacred shield before Amanara.
Sure.
Perhaps you are the very soul I've waited for all these years. Someone worthy enough to own Lady Garrick's most treasured possession. Please pick up the censer and extinguish it. I suspect that should end the necromancer's binding.
I have some questions before I release you.
Yes.
Yes, I'm certain you do. Only an incurious fool wouldn't seek to know more. But it may surprise you to learn that I find being bound like this deeply unpleasant. Please, collect and extinguish the censer. I will answer every question once I'm free.
Right, alright, fine.
I'm sure we can do this.
Now I'll gladly answer your questions. You should hold on to that censer. Already you show more virtuous character than Amanara ever will. Your compassion will go remembered. Now, enter Garrick's Rest to begin the trials of worth. Pass with honor, but move quickly. I cannot allow Amanara to cheat her way to the shield.
What can you tell me about these trials of worth?
As I said, 3 trials await you. Perseverance, wits, and constitution. They each test a virtue that Lady Garrick sought in those she sailed with. I will meet you before each one to explain your goal and offer guidance. After that, it's up to you.
And these trials provide some sort of password, I presume?
Correct. Magical wards surround the shield. After honorably completing each trial, you'll learn a phrase that dispels this protection. Amanara wanted me to tell her this phrase, but I refused. I worry about her plans to get around the wards.
Why did Lady Garrick create the trials of worth?
Yes.
They began as a way to weed out those who would serve her poorly. Many aspired to sail with the great Lady Jocelyn Garrick, but she'd only accept the best. If an applicant passed each challenge while maintaining their honor, she welcomed them aboard.
So when did the trials become about earning the shield?
Before her last voyage, Lady Garrick asked me to find a new bearer for her shield if she did not return. I swore an oath to find someone worthy. That oath holds me here to this day. Only when the shield is fairly won can I rest.
What makes this shield so valuable?
Lady Garrick called it her sacred shield. She claimed that a saint of Arche blessed it with his blood. While she held it, no injury could befall her. I have no reason to doubt this belief. Only when she left it behind did she die in battle.
Oh.
Interesting. Why did Lady Garrick leave it with you?
I have thought on that question for ages. At the time, my place was not to question her judgment. I keep reflecting on what she told me. If I don't return, may this preserve my memory. Perhaps she knew the voyage was doomed, no matter what.
What do you think this necromancer Amanara wants with it?
She declined to tell me. To be honest, I chose not to ask. I knew from the moment I saw Amanara that she wasn't honorable enough to deserve the shield. Strange, though. The shield blessed by the power of Arche should repel a necromancer.
It should.
I'll
look into it.
I'll help you.
The ranger I too am bound. Okay, I'll have character. We're at 2 hours and 22 minutes. Should we reset the stream?
Why don't we reset the stream and I want to get into something a little more comfortable.
Go and get comfortable. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to reset the stream. Like I said, we're trying to keep our streams so short, under 3 hours, because the streams get really wonky when it gets past the 3 hour mark. And like yesterday, we did almost a 12-hour stream, one of our streams. At the end, it was really wonky, so trying to keep the streams stable. and after 3 hours, the stream starts degrading, so we're going to stick with that. For those of you who are shadow watching, I know you are, because our analytics keep telling us that 90% of the people who watch us are not subscribed. Help us out here, please. It is absolutely free. If we've earned your like, then at least like us and subscribe. If anything, at least hit the notification bell, because we only do live streams. Yes, we don't have crappy internets. That's why we do live streams and not record stream, because the live stream looks a lot better. And we know that our recorded version of it is pretty crappy looking, because we always go back and check them. Yeah, there's that. Until we get better internet, the live stream is where it's at. Even then, we only do live streams. It's much better, more fun, more interactive. We like to keep it like a little story for you guys and role play with it. Make it kind of like a TV series. So, again, it's absolutely free for you. It doesn't hurt you. Just push that subscribe button and become part of the Marques family. And enjoy our streams. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And even after High Isle is done, we're going to be doing some more stuff for Elder Scrolls, fun stuff, showing some tips and tricks, doing some other adventures. We also have Farming Simulator we do for those of us that apparently love us going around in circles on a tractor. It's not our cup of tea always because it's kind of slow, but we love building and making towns and doing stuff and doing new maps and that. And of course, one day we're supposed to be having a DLC or something with Red Dead, so there's that. Who knows when that's ever going to happen, if ever it happens. But in next year, we are going to be having streams like, Starfield's supposed to be coming out. We're going to make an exception to the rule. Usually we only play 2-player games, co-op games at least, if not full-blown MMOs. We know Starfield, as far as we know, is just a single player, but maybe they might surprise us at the end there and say, hey, don't explore the galaxy by yourself, connect to do it with friends. We are holding our breath, even though we shouldn't. But maybe Starfield will be co-op. If not, then the guys will figure something out, and she might just follow us each other around doing missions and stuff, try to stay in the same sector and look like we're, in a co-op game somehow. We'll work that out when that day comes. Also, we have Arc 2 coming out that we're going to be playing with. And there's quite a few other games on our radar we're kind of watching, not much. This year, we'll see what happens other than the continued story of Elder Scrolls High Isle. So this is just the first part of it. They're going to release the second part in probably about 2 or 3 months, and then the last part probably at the end of the year, or maybe next year, depending on how this works out. So, and then after that, new DLCs and chapters. Every year, we'll new lore master. As you've seen, they have some awesome lore going on here, good storytelling. So they've really, this new lore master is doing an awesome job. We've had a lot of fun with this DLC. So, looking forward to see what other stories they have in tell for us. So again, help us out. It doesn't hurt you at all. It helps with the algorithm so we can reach more people. So, like I said, hopefully we've earned your like. Hopefully we've earned your love of us and our role-playing, our special experience, and subscription to us. So for now, we are going to restart the stream, because we try to keep our stream short, like again, because of our low internet problems. Hopefully one day that too will be resolved. So let's get a high-speed internet one of these days, out here where we live in the sticks. And that's going to help us a lot. The subscription, if we're going to get monetized, will greatly help us where we can afford to be like the big boys and girls out there and maybe get some much better streaming equipment. So only you can help us. Alright, thank you folks. We will be right back. We're going to reset the stream, so give us a moment to switch over, upload this to YouTube, and we'll start the new episode. And we will do this trials thing. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. Thank you for watching.